All right, live, getting ready. Gonna do some Star Wars RPG prep. You haven't played it before. The Star Wars RPG is an old one by Fantasy Flight Games, and we're currently working on the beginner set that we want to put together and probably export eventually as well. We got a couple of things already going here. We got the opening crawl, we got a couple of the maps set up, but I think for now we need to set up each of the player characters. So we're going to be going through that. That's what we're going to do today while listening to some interesting new music, some tunes. Just generally having a good time. Let's figure out what we're up to here. We've got the opening crawl. We love this. And this is from Escape from Mos Shuuta, which is the beginner set. So yeah. Let's label it as such. Alright, so we got the opening crawl. Let's have a look at what we've got here for the on the run. So this is the first piece of the game, of the beginner set. The characters make their way into this bar here. No, that's don't mind me, just pulling up the books. With the adventure. So, welcome to Mos Shuuta. That's where we are. Good, 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 good. And so we've got our Gamorreans. We've got the Gamorrean thugs. We've set them up. What we need to do is set up these player characters. You can see we have one here. We have Vex, 41 Vex. He's a doctor. So we have the doctor specialization. We don't have much else, so let's create some new specialization folders. And we're going to pull in the specializations we need from the Ogdude specializations folder. So we've already got doctor, but let's pull it out again. You know, while we're at it, we'll create a folder for weapons. And what else are we going to need here? I think assassin. Let's pull up the characters in order, shall we? And let's see if I can figure this out so you can see what I'm working on. There we go. Here we go. Alright, so we create a new actor in the player characters folder here. We're going to make Lorik. Now Lorik is a hired gun, and I think he's a marauder from memory. Need to enter my API key, huh? Let's see if this works. Hide this for just a second so I can sign into Forge and sort this out. Because it's not currently letting me upload images. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, we got Lorik. Let's go into his picture. That looks better. Do I have a Lorik here? No, I don't. Doesn't want to automatically allow that. It says, are you sure you don't mean which Star Wars, not the rich Star Wars? But here we go. We're gonna get Lorik. There we go. Oh, it's a bit slow there, so I've done it twice, but that's all good. Let's use the avatar image underneath as the token. Classic. Alright, one step closer. Now, Lorik is a hired gun, so we're going to need to look at the professions. Sorry, careers in Star Wars. Is a hired gun. And of course, he's a Wookiee. Alright, well, let's have a look at his skills. So this is all the information we need for the adventure. Overall, he has 4 brawn, 3 agility, 2 intellect, 2 cunning, 2 willpower, and 2 presence. And what's he got training in? He's got training in athletics, discipline, vigilance, and of course, all right, he's already got one rank in brawl automatically. We give him 1 rank in gunnery. And not. Why isn't it a bit more here? What do wikis give? He doesn't have any armor. He has 400 credits. Can we edit the credits? Did I make him the wrong type of thing? See what happens if we make him an actor? That looks a bit better. And let's double check all these. 432, 222. Athletics, discipline, vigilance, and we can test these by saying let's build a dice pool, regular difficulty. Very good. All right. Right, so if people take toughen talents and things like that, it's going to boost his wounds and whatnot. But we'll assume for now that it's all good. We click Marauder, we can open this up. It's toughen, talent, feral strength, etc. Yeah, so that'll boost him up to 19. I think the starter set has slightly different numbers than the official ones. Toughen, feral strength, grit, and point blank. Hired gun, talent tree. Cool. All right. I like the idea of Lorik being a marauder, although I could be swayed to make him a bodyguard. Alright, I think we should move on to the next person in our list, which is Mathis. Now, Mathis is a technician. Picture of Mathis. Now, Mathis is a... Let's go back to specializations and careers. So he's a technician and a mechanic. And for his species, I believe he's human. Looks human. Ooh, Corellian human, Mandalorian human, all sorts. Alright, Mathis, what have you got for us? Three brawn, 2 agility, 4 intellect, 2 cunning, 2 willpower, 2 presence. And he's got training in astrogation, athletics, computers, knowledge and mechanics. 2 in mechanics. One in piloting. We'll put it 1 in both because we're generous. As the beginner set just has it in 1. 1 in skullduggery. And 1 in vigilance. Doesn't really have anything else. Now he does have knowledge skills. Outer rim knowledge, he has 1. Or it's sort of a trained one. And we'll say he's got knowledge of the underworld as well. What kind of gear does our dear friend Mathis have? Stim packs. I'm not sure if they've added that separate. That's kind of cool. Hold out. Blaster. Oh wait. Link. Let's do gear first. That's armor. Yeah, kit. A toolkit. Armor. We've got heavy clothes. On. Takes this soak up to 4. We like that. And then weapons. Just got a regular old holdout blaster and some shot gloves. So satisfying. Oh, and a triumph. He also has 400 credits. It has his wound threshold at 13, but I think it seems that all of them have a little bit higher wound threshold. And he can gain fine tuning. Yeah, that's one here. Gearhead, etc. Toughened. Cool. Alright, that all seems in order. So we got Vex, we got Lorik, and we got Mathis. Let's keep going. Skara. Skara is a Twi'lek bounty hunter. We love that. I think she's a bounty hunter assassin. I'm not sure. Let's figure out the other bits first. So species. The old Twi'lek. Career is definitely bounty hunter. She good at athletics. Computers, interesting. Deception. Perception. We'll give him a bit of piloting. Vigilance. And for combat skills, ranged heavy. So maybe not an assassin then. What are the other Mechanics, gunnery, quick draw, point blank. Maybe Gadgeteer, I guess. Assassin just sounds cooler, right? Like, people are going to enjoy that a little bit more. Point blank, quick draw, grit, dodge, quick draw. Yeah, okay. The seal seems about right. We just need to work out. Okay, armor. Added armor. Weapons, we've got a blaster carbine. And then everyone's favorite fists. Stim packs. What if that actually 5 stim packs is a stim pack limit for the day? You know, they get stim packed so many times. You have to check that. Link, brilliant. Binders. 2 of them. Datapad. Datapad Doom. Okay. Alright, Skara, welcome to the team. Bird tracker. I think that makes sniper shot. Precise aim. Yeah. Jump up, jury rigged. Well, I mean, they've thrown in a couple of different ones, right? Because jury rigged seems like it's the Gadgeteer one. But these others... I'm unsure. Jury rigged, armor master toughened. Well, I can let the players make a change in worst case scenario. Let us continue on. Next up, we got Pash. Everyone's second favorite smuggler. All right, Where to begin? Again, we've got species. Now, Pash is a human smuggler. Yeah. Smuggler. And I'm almost certain his specialization is as a pilot. Oh, he's got a bit of charm. Hello. Seat. Perception and pilot. We'll give him one of each. And ranged light. Alright, weapons again. Blaster pistols, an old favorite. And of course, the fists. Armor, we're looking at heavy clothes. And then stimpaks and comlinks. Oh, I don't know if I'd be giving them all 400 credits, but, you know, you can always fix that up. I mean, I don't know why the droid would have 400 credits, but... Well, any of them, really, because they're all slaves of Teemo the Hutt. Skilled jockey, so where's our friend? Let's put Pash in here. Yep, so he can, and you see if you click this, talents, skilled jockey can get activated. I'm not sure if that factors in. I think you might just have to like remember it. But we do what we must. Next up on the chopping block is Sasha. All right, we got another human. Plenty of humans in the Star Wars universe. And this one is an explorer. Let's have a bit of a different background. I'm pretty sure Scout is the specialization for Sasha here. And a lot of threes across the board. Good on her. Cool. Perception and piloting. Health and survival. And ranged heavy. So I think she has from memory, she has a slug thrower, so like a non-laser weapon, which is kind of cool. Also has heavy clothing. And a slug thrower rifle. Binoculars. What other gear do we have? Stim packs, 2 of them. Helm-link, 1 of them. Macro binoculars. Cool. And of course fists. How could I forget fists? Oh, and look, I didn't forget 400 credits. Oh, we can take her biography, though it might be a bit difficult in better to take it from the Wikipedia. Yes. I don't really do this for the others, and I'm not sure if I will. Could be useful though. Chuck Sasha in with the crew. And who have we got left? Vex. We've already done Vex. So that's all good. That's all sorted. Now we make sure we've got everything else we need for the Edge of the Empire. Got the Gamorreans. They show up here. Let's make this an interesting color, just so it looks a little bit different. It helps me visually grab it. Yeah, cool. We've got Mos Shuuta itself. It's good. Party ends up being here. Where are they? The cantina. And then they can have an interaction in the junk shop. I'll just bring them all out, can I? That's right. Now, this may be different, of course. Your players may go around the back. They may not all be here, of course, so we will hide them all. But just so they're there, you don't have to drag them out. It's just a lot easier to just go, okay, I'm going to select the ones I need, unhide them. Hey, you're in the scene now. Now we have Vaughn Telovis. He is an adversary, I guess? No, wait, we want this guy to be an adversary. And I don't think that makes him particularly different, but... Oh, this works. Oh, wait, no, it's on the side. I don't know if I like that as much. I think as an adversary, he doesn't have all the obligation and stuff that players do, which is fine. Alright, so some pieces here. Command and control, so that's the spaceport. Let's rename that. Oh wait, scene name, command and control. Yeah. Known to the players as the spaceport. And I'm gonna draw some walls here. Now those are windows, but I guess if they really want to go crazy, they can come in here. You know what? I think that would work better as terrain. So you can see that they are walls, they just can't see past them. So we can see the line of sight here. If we unselect these fools, can we please? Thank you. So if we have... Oh, Vex is the only one with vision. Okay. We'll need to fix that. Not that I think vision is super important in this one compared to regular D&D. I do like them to have basic vision. Has vision, bright 120. That sounds about right. And I think what I've done here with Vex is I've actually used the token resources. So he's got a wounds bar, which is I think the green bar, and then a strain bar, which is the blue bar. I don't mind that. I'm going to do that for the rest of them as well. I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. I was looking for... Here we go. Stats. Wounds. Stats. Strain. There he is. Now you won't see it unless you mouse over it. I think as a DM it can be pretty good to, rather than opening the token, just being able to sort of mouse over your players and get a bit of an idea where they're at. Oh, that's what we're going to do as well. Link actor data. Should definitely do that if I haven't already. The linking actor data, so that if you make changes to the token, it will also update the sort of character sheet itself and vice versa. Alright, Imperial Stormtroopers. You have them. And we've got the spaceport with the Trex, the Trandoshan slaver. He's definitely an adversary. And let's give him some... give him a health bar as well. Just again, I like to be able to have a bit of an idea about my guys. Maybe not necessarily the droids. Then they have one strain. Let's see if I... And I do want them to also have health bars because they don't seem to have the same. Because then it can you can minus from here, right? Oh, sorry, plus wounds, add wounds. Compared to other games where you minus health, here you add wounds and you add strain. Then of course the Krayt Fang itself, let's have a look at everyone's second favorite smuggling ship, freighter. Alright, still tell you still has hyper meta reaction igniter. Experience, the amount it was 10 XP per character for a session of 2 or 3 major encounters and a handful of minor ones. Additional 5 XP bonus may be granted for reaching key milestones. Extra point or 2 of XP for exceptional role playing or highly clever thinking. Excellent. Alright, well I think this is about ready now. So what we can go ahead and do is get the Adventure Importer Exporter module. And we're going to want to export this adventure, we'll export a bit of everything. We won't need journals, roll tables, playlists, macros, compendiums. Yeah, may as well. Let's call it Edge Empire. Skip. That way I can put this somewhere and all of you playing at home can download it yourselves. And there'll probably be some sort of link on the website or YouTube description for you to be able to do that. And from here, I think, what can we do? I think we maybe move into a little bit of regular world building for our Monday night games. Does that sound fun? Once this is finished exporting, we'll be able to get into it a little bit. Actually, we could probably get into it now. Let's see here. Take a bit of a look here. I want to get some stuff together. Let's have a look. There we go. So we're going to be working on the Western Seas campaign. In fact, I should change my Twitch stream thing now. Oh, hey, Arctrain. You just came in at the tail end of it. Let me go back. It is the Star Wars FFG system, so it's different from 5e. And it's different from Saga. It's got its own special dice pool system, as you can see here in the in sort of the chat log thing there. And I'll pull up a character so you can have a look. We just reached the end of sort of preparing the beginner set, or the beginner setting. You know what? Actually, maybe we'll continue on with that. And I can prep like the next major session. So this is what the character sheet looks like, and you can see these symbols here represent the different kinds of dice. What you do is, like, as a character, you might say, okay, I want to make athletics check, like you would in D&D, for example. But instead of rolling a d20 and adding your skill, you actually roll based on, you create a dice pool based on your skill. So in this instance, because your brawn is 3, you get 3 kind of athletics dice, regular dice, the green dice. And then because you have one rank in it, so you're skilled, it's like as if you've got a proficiency in it, it upgrades one of those dice to a yellow. And the yellow dice can have like cooler things on them, more chances for success, more chances for better success. And then the DM would say, okay, well, this is a regular difficulty, so it's just going to be 2 purple die. Or maybe we upgrade the difficulty, or add more difficulty, right? Your allies can also say, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna use my turn or my special ability to aid them, kind of like you would get advantage or bardic inspiration. That would add boost die to the dice pool. And maybe some enemy, you know, maybe there's sun in your eye, or you slipped over last round, you know, so you've got a setback die. So they don't necessarily cancel each other out. They all get added into the pool, and then you roll them, and that's kind of what the dice look like. And then you look at the check. So the check succeeded. You got more successes than you did failures. But there was 2 threats. So it's not a binary pass-fail. I mean, you passed, yes, great, you did the thing, but 2 threats. So either that could mean you take some strain, which is kind of like stress damage, or maybe you're at a bad disadvantage for next round. You'll get a setback die, or people have a boost die against you for a few minutes, or for the next round or something like that. So that's how it's a little bit different from 5e or Saga. I'll put it in the chat there. In case you weren't able to catch my little rant there. Alright, so we're continuing on this roll. I was all excited to get into a different game set, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the next batch of the campaign. And that's going to be the long arm of the Hutt. Shall we? Oop, not behind everyone. I don't love that over there, because then we can't see the beautiful dice rolling. Alright, so Edge of the Empire 2. Long arm. Okay, so the long arm of the Hutt continues on from where the last one left off. Assumedly, if you run through that. 18 man. It continues on from escaping Mos Shuuta, right? So do we have another opening crawl? Maybe. Let's consider it. And we'll need a way to... I just realized we probably need a way to figure them out a little bit differently. So we probably want like E1, episode 1, scene 1. And the other one will be episode 0. Because that's really sort of a beginner set. It's not, it's not real. And we can kind of look at this adventure summary as a really good way of mapping out the scenes we're going to need. So Long Arm of the Hutt follows directly after the Escape from Mos Shuuta adventure found in the Edge of the Empire beginner game. It is assumed that the PCs are using the characters provided for that adventure. While all manner of events and mishaps may have occurred, the Long Arm of the Hutt takes place in 3 parts. Act 1, the rugged road to the Real Mines, Genosys negotiations, return to Mos Shuuta, and Teemo's forces. So we'll be able to reuse a lot of the assets that we have there, which is great. So, rugged road to the Real Mines. So we're going to be in the ship again. This is, let's say this is scene 0, because we don't even know if we're going to have an opening crawl. There we go. Next scene is going to be... well, they'll go back to the Krayt Fang. In space. So, several display icons, terrible odors. So they're going to be in the ship here, doing some issues so they can land. Wookiee pelts and a Twi'lek prisoner. So we're going to need Buran Ba'an. So let's get some new characters up here. There's a character. Let's do Buran Ba'an. Great. What does the Wikipedia have to say about Buran Ba'an? Okay, so he's lost one of his Liku, so we need that picture of a This guy just looks more badass, but this guy looks more a little bit upset. Create some subfolders here just to make storing, deleting, finding again a little bit easier. I'm not sure if we actually get stats for Buraban here. Find Buraban in the cargo hold. Bits of chitin. Bring Buraban. Now I don't know if he gets a stat block here, but that's fine. Ubaz Spy Thwiek. He definitely gets stats though. So quick. Yet, but we'll need to give him his equipment. Laminate armor. Heavy blaster, we love it. Cool, and he's got electro binoculars. Now he does have a ship as well, which we're going to create, which is the Tweaks Custom G1M4C Dune Lizard. Interesting. So we need to create that as a character as well. So we make that a vehicle. Tweaks Custom G1M4C Dune lizard. I don't even know what that's meant to look like. But it looks cool. I think I like this one. Pull this one up. We had frames, but I mean, theory we could make a better token. We are not quite there yet. Alright, so this thing has a silhouette of 3, handling of 1, speed of 4, hull trauma of 8, system strain of 7, and encumbrance doesn't look like it matters. For vehicle weapons though, forward mounted laser cannon, medium laser cannons, so they're linked. Oh yeah, hits for a second time. That's fine. We'll remember that. Oh well. Forward position. Forward position. Oh. Then they arrive at Nabat. So we've got Thweek's custom ship. They get into a dogfight in space, similar to fighting the TIE fighters at the end of the last session. And I love the way that a lot of these start in sort of media res. And we meet a new person. In Cablo. So I'm not sure if she needs a stat sheet. But we'll create one of these for her. Right, because we'll be able to show this to the players, I believe. That's better. And we can show players, show the text content. There we go. Alright, so these are the Twi'lek militants. Ambush at the old lilac den. What happened to my opening brawl here? Oh wait, I don't have one for this. So we have some more bad guys though, so we're going to have bounty hunters. One bounty hunter per player. Is a Gand with a blaster rifle. Alright. Humans with heavy blaster pistols as described. Okay, so one of them is... Oh. These guys, okay, yep, cool, love it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. Oh, if I can pull these images in correctly. Alright, so these bounty hunters are not regular people, they're adversaries. And they, at least one of them is a Gand, the others are other things. We'll make this a Gand bounty hunter. So let's have a look here. Brawn is 3, agility is 3, intellect is 2, cunning is 3, presence is 2, and willpower is 2. And I think that makes him an assassin as well, because he will have the lethal blows talent. First critical injury per day counts as 2 critical injuries on the target. Okay, so it's a little bit different, but still. And what kind of skills does he have here? Got brawl, 1. Coercion, 1. Ranged heavy, 1. Ranged light, 1. Survival 2 and vigilance 1. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. What else we got here for the ambusher? Or the ambushers? Survival and vigilance. Okay, we've done all that. Now we just need to give them some abilities and weapons. He's wearing laminate. And what kind of weapons have we got? Heavy blaster, pistol. The Gand is a heavy weapon specialist who uses the same stats and is equipped in the same way, but also carries a blaster rifle. So I think we can afford to just have one NPC for this, and then we just use the pistol for everyone else. But you could always make another human bounty hunter. In fact, we could copy this, hit duplicate, and make this a generic bounty hunter. It's not a Gand. It's just human. Human is default. There we go. And then we'll get rid of this. This looks good. See, I don't want them to look too cool. So the party will be like, oh shit, why don't we recruit them? Then you're all, you're all into problems. There we go. So we've got the regular bounty hunter and the Gand bounty hunter. And the regular guys don't have blaster rifles, they just have heavy blaster pistols. Not a huge difference in the grand scheme of things, but probably an important distinction. Now, of course, I got to run into some thugs as well. Drumland extends from just to the main. So there are thug minions. What are the soak for these minions? 3. No defense. Wound threshold is 6. So Dromb is sort of the leader of these thugs. And I guess he is one of those weird bug-looking people. And what do these thugs have? Just blaster pistols. Good. So there are 12 of these thugs. We'll assume that they're in packs of 3, I guess. They have armor. They have blaster pistol, brass knuckles. Oh. Very cool. Are you willing to join them? None of the Twilight Miners are armed. Unless the PCs handed out spare weapons to the residents of New Mean, they do not take part in the fight. If a Twilight thinks a thug isn't looking, however, he may attack with improvised weapons such as thrown pieces of rubble. And okay, we need some sort of thug Star Wars. Not just a Gamorrean. Blaster pistol. Okay, well, we know what Romb looks like now as well. He is also an Aqualish, which kind of look like the weird spider face people. So I think it's acceptable for us to just use the same kind of picture here. You know what? And we don't really care about poor Dromb. I know he's probably got, you know, brood cluster and all that kind of good stuff. Oops. Give him a slightly different border just to show that he's the man around these parts. So special. Alright, he is a... what do we say? Aqualish? And he also has a blaster pistol and brass knuckles. And he's only slightly better than his compatriots here. One skill in Brawl, one in Coerce. One in Melee. Which I think is just Brawl, right? There's no... yeah. And Ranged Light. Skills, groups only, Brawl, Coerce, Melee, Ranged Light. Okay, these guys still also have skills. Brawl, Ranged Light. And Coerce 1. Cool. Well, that covers Act 1 for Long Arm of the Hutt. After that, it's Genosys negotiations, but I think we're probably going to save that for another time, as that'll sort of get us into the bug portion of the thing, and we probably end up stopping around there anyway. So I'm pretty happy with what we've put together so far. Let's have a quick look back through it. We've got the opening crawl of Escape from Mos Shuuta. We've got the entire opening of the beginner set, which includes the cantina. We've got the let me get this out of your way. We got the Mos Shuuta streets. We can roll for light side and dark side points. Great. Oh, we need to have more players connected to roll more. The junk shop. Brilliant. We've got the spaceport, including Overseer Bryn and her security droids, and other regular people that are there that don't have names. The Imperial Stormtrooper combat that'll take place in the streets of Mos Shuuta. The spaceport itself, where they fight Trex and get on the Krayt Fang and get away. And whilst we haven't got scenes for the long arm of the Hutt, we do have all the breaches created, so it won't be too much to go back through and just sort of add. I'll go looking for a couple of maps offline and put them together, and hopefully we'll be able to have them ready for our second session of the Star Wars RPG. If you want to see it being made, you can definitely check out the YouTube channel, Nonfiction Gaming, where we've run this at least once already. And I should put a link in the description down there on where you can download this exported campaign, so you can import it into your own Foundry as well. But that's all for me for today. It's been a good couple of hours just playing around, and I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back on Monday evening probably, running our regular D&D campaign, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.